Welcome back to another video, everyone. I'm Amy. In this video, I'll be talking to you about anxiety and giving you 3 ways that you can help to manage your anxiety. Hi there, everyone. Nice to see you. So first of all, I'd really like to say if you're here because you're personally struggling with anxiety, I can totally relate to you. I do know how difficult and crippling these feelings can be. I personally have struggled with anxiety for as long as I can remember. I've even called an ambulance before during a panic attack because I was convinced that I was going to die. So I'm not going to stand here and belittle how you're feeling or how difficult it is, but I would really love to help relieve some of that anxiety for you and give you some tools to help you manage it. So let's first understand a little bit more about anxiety, so we can take away the idea that it's something bad, that it means that there's something wrong with us because we have this, or that we're defective in some way. So anxiety, if you hadn't guessed already, is really closely related to fear. With both of these, chemical reactions are very similar. The stress response, the fight or flight response in the body, adrenaline release, which causes increased heart rate, circulation around the body, hyperventilation, so we're breathing really fast, we're preparing ourselves to either fight. So this is why we need a lot of energy. We'll feel that energy dump out into our system when the adrenaline is released. So we're ready to fight if we need to. We get muscle tension so that we're ready, we're tensed and ready and prepared, bracing ourselves for the attack, or that we can run as fast as we can. So this is the response that we're getting when we're having these physiological reactions within our body. Now fear, though, is saying, if I'm afraid, if I feel fear, I am perceiving that there is a danger right now. Whether or not there is, the fear is, just as we were talking with coronavirus, I'm perceiving that there is a genuine threat to my life right now with this virus. Anxiety, on the other hand, is more of an anticipation. We'll feel on edge, apprehensive, because we're trying to anticipate some danger, some threat to our life that may or may not occur in the future. So we've evolved in this way rather than waiting for the attack to come in, the tribe or the bear or whatever the danger may be, so that we can face it, feel fear and fight or run. We are trying to be a little bit more clever and anticipate the danger happening so that we can be prepared. So this is what's happening on a scientific level. There's nothing bad. It's simply your body trying to protect you. So we can feel grateful to our body for having this anxiety response in a way, because it's simply trying to anticipate any danger that may be coming in to threaten your life or your well-being. However, just as we've talked before about fear, this is supposed to be a temporary response. So this physiological response, this fight or flight, is supposed to be temporary. So the fear response comes in, the anxiety response comes in to check, are we safe? Do we need to do anything to keep ourselves safe? And if we do, then we do. If we don't, then we don't. And then it passes. But what's happened over the years is, with human nature, it's become wrapped up in times of trauma. So perhaps when we were a child, we've become stuck, like a stuck record, in those times of our lives where we felt intense fear or anxiety or worry. The other thing that can happen is we start to actually believe that this anxiety is serving us in some way, and I can get to that in a moment. So we think that actually there are times where I need to feel anxious, that it's somehow helping me in my life. And then the third aspect of it is that we can have had anxiety for so long. For example, in my case, since as long as I can remember, that it's become, by this point, a part of my identity. And we start to say things like, I have anxiety, I am an anxious person, and we identify it. And by this point, we've become very much in a solid place of anxiety, because now it's a part of who I am. And this can make it very, very difficult when we get to the point where we actually realize it's not helping us and I don't want to live my life this way. So this may be why you're here right now, is that you've actually realized on some level that this is not serving. I don't like feeling like this all the time. And this is when we start to look for ways that we can relieve this. So everyone, just take a deep breath in and release. I just want to say, everything is going to be okay. We're in this together. So what can we do? Well, we can recognize, just as you have by coming to this video, that whereas anxiety has its benefits, it's trying to help us, it's trying to protect us, it's not serving us to live our lives this way. It's preventing us from doing things that we want to do, or maybe going out and socializing, or doing anything to change our life or improve ourselves, because we're caught up in that idea that something bad is going to happen. So I need to hide, I need to protect myself. So we've recognized that anxiety is not serving us. The other aspect of it is looking at the anxiety. Why is it so detrimental to our well-being and our living a free and happy life? Well, it's actually a vicious cycle. So if you haven't noticed already, when you feel anxiety, it probably feels different for each person. For me, I feel tightness across my chest. So I feel everything is getting constricted here. I feel kind of a tingly, nervous sensation in my chest that's sharp, cold, stabbing feeling. And I get that weird, shaky feeling all over. And it's not very pleasant. So the body's response and our response to a physiological feeling that is unpleasant is to resist and tense up. So for example, I may be aware of the fact that there is tension and tightness in my chest. So I don't like this pain in my chest. So I'm going to brace up. If you look what I've just done there with my body, I've actually tensed consciously or subconsciously tensed my chest more, creating more tension. So then the body recognizes there is more pain, there's more tension in the body, and it actually escalates this fight or flight response. It's an example of a positive feedback loop where something just escalates out of control because there was a perceived fear subconsciously that your body was trying to anticipate. And then now there's actually, feels like there's something wrong in the body because now we've added this tension in. So it escalates even more and we get even more of a fight or flight response. And this is where we can start to build up into a panic attack. Furthermore, once we get to that point, we start to feel, I'm panicking, I might have a panic attack. Then we're becoming afraid of the anxiety, and the fear then kicks in more fight or flight response, and it escalates from that point into a panic attack. So you might be able to relate to this. And this is why it's so difficult once we've got to that point to reverse that cycle, because we're caught up in that positive feedback loop. So what can we do? Well, we can recognize anxiety treat it like an overprotective parent. So perhaps you can relate to having an overprotective parent or sibling in your family. And we can say thank you to our body. Thank you. I appreciate right now, just as we want to the parent. Thank you for worrying about me. It means that you care about my well-being. This is an act of love. However, I've considered the danger. I've considered the possibilities that something could go wrong, affect me, but everything's going to be okay. I'm going to keep living my life. So how can we start to reverse this cycle and send the message to the body? Because this anxiety is a physiological response. It's not something that you're just imagining. It's actually happening in your body. It's real. So how can we start to send the message to the body that, hey, everything is actually okay? Because here's the thing. We really need to accept, and this is the misconception when we get into these anxiety states, that just because I feel like I'm unsafe, it doesn't mean that I'm actually unsafe. So there's one level to this idea that anxiety is not actually serving us, because there may not actually ever be anything bad that happens. So we're lying up awake at night with all of this anxiety, worrying about something that could happen. It doesn't make any difference to the outcome. So we've lost all that sleep, we've lost all that energy without actually ever preventing any of the danger from occurring. So for example, I was going on a run earlier and I ran past this lady and I guess she didn't hear me coming. And when I passed her, she completely panicked and she was like, oh my God. And she swore at me. She's like, oh, you scared the life out of me. So in that case, she felt real intense fear and panic. But there was no danger, right? Unless you consider me to be dangerous. There was no actual danger. So we need to reverse this cycle and say, just because I feel anxious, like something bad is going to happen, like I'm under threat in some way, it doesn't actually mean that I am under threat, that something bad will happen. It doesn't affect the outcome in that way. And the second aspect of it is because there are times where we feel like our anxiety is justified. It feels like there's a situation, for example, an exam, okay? I'm going to get anxious about this exam. Okay, I'm going to feel fear about it, I'm going to worry about it, I'm going to lie awake at night worrying about it. Okay, and this exam is actually going to happen. Or an interview or whatever the difficult, challenging situation that you're facing and feeling anxiety about. Well, maybe it will happen. And we do have to face it. Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Does all of the hours of worry and the sleep that's lost and the energy that's lost actually serve you in this way to get through your exam easier, more successfully? No, and it probably actually is hindering your ability to get through the exam, clouding your judgment. When we're in that survival mode, we are not connected to our logical mind at all because we're just simply focused on survival. On top of that, we're losing all of this energy. So it's definitely not going to help you get through any challenging situations just because we feel anxiety. So we've recognized that anxiety is not going to serve us. So how can we start to, as we said, reassure our body, check in, everything's actually going to be okay, and reverse that anxiety cycle that we were just talking about? Well, the first way that I'm going to show you is very simple. We're going to check in with our body. So I'm going to have you stand or sit where you are and place your attention on your feet, where they're in contact with the ground. Feel the connection. Scan your body, so bringing your attention mindfully into your body. And notice. And say, I am here and now. You can say your name. I am Amy, here and now. And everything is okay. Talk to your body. Reassure it. Okay, it's freaking out. It's worried something terrible is going to happen to you. Put your hand on your chest here. Say, hey body, everything's okay. I know you're worried something bad is going to happen, but I'm here to tell you that actually everything is okay. There may have been some times in the past where it wasn't okay, but now everything is fine. Thank you for worrying about me. I love you. Talk to your body. Reassure it. Calm it down. Everything is okay. You can also step out into nature and just observe how everything is just in peace, equilibrium, balance. Check back in. Reassure. Everything is okay. Look body, look outside. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. Everything is fine. Bring your awareness back to this moment and reassure your body. The second way is with the breath. So the breath is a very powerful calming mechanism that we have. And a lot of the times we're not using it properly. The only thing that we need to do right now in this moment, I say this all the time, is breathe and we're alive. So if we're breathing, we're alive. We have everything that we need in this moment. There's no need to feel anxious or worried. Everything is taken care of. Everything is okay. On the other side of this, when we're anxious, as we were talking about earlier, we're often hyperventilating, we're increasing the breathing rate. Okay, and this can cause more carbon dioxide in the blood, a feeling of toxicity and acidity in the blood, which causes a stress response also for the body. So we're going to counteract that by correct breathing, slow and deep breathing. So physiologically, this will also have a benefit for you as well. So place your hands on your belly. I'm going to show you a breathing technique known as box breathing. So placing the hands on the belly, opening the chest. So the tendency when we have anxiety is to hunch up, tense up, and then it escalates, it feels worse as we were talking about. So shoulders back, chest open. Feel the space in the chest. And with your hands on your belly, you're going to inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold at the top for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. And hold at the bottom for a count of 4. And we're going to repeat this. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. One more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And slowly open your eyes, come back. Welcome back. How are you feeling? So if you notice, this is sending a signal to the body that actually everything is okay. So there's one level to it. Physiologically now, everything is calmer. We've reduced that acidity, that toxicity from the hyperventilation. And the other level of it is that it's actually almost impossible for you to go through that box breathing while overthinking in your mind about all of the problems and all of the challenges. So it calms the mind as well. It brings you present because you have to focus on this technical breath. So a lot of our challenges in life and problems, we like to think, need a big solution to fix them. But actually they can be solved a lot of the time with the breath, which is the basics of life, the only thing connecting you to life at this moment. So everything is taken care of with that good breath. So the third way that I'm going to show you is tapping. So I found this very, very helpful. The reason that tapping actually works, and I don't know if you're familiar with it, is that it sends the message to the body that everything is okay, and it's a very grounding technique. So we're going to move through these points here on the side of the wrist, on the crown of the head, tapping lightly, in the forehead, by the side of the eye, bridge of the nose, underneath the nose, chin, sternum, and underneath your arm. And we're going to say some things, we're going to say some affirmations to the body to help it ground itself, to help send the message that, hey, here we are, everything is okay. Take a deep breath in and out. And we're going to start tapping. You can repeat after me or you can just listen. So tapping here on the side of the wrist. Even though I have this anxiety, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel so anxious right now, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this stress worry, doubt, fear, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel stressed and tense in my body, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have these feelings and sensations in my body, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this pain in my chest, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this feeling of panic, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel like I can't breathe, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have all of these sensations of anxiety and fear, I completely love and accept myself. I thank my body for trying to protect me. I thank my body for trying to keep me safe. I thank my body for all the times in the past that it has kept me safe. I thank my body that I am safe and protected in this moment. I thank my body that I am well in this moment. I thank my body that I am here in this moment. I thank my body for everything it is doing for me in this moment. I thank my body for always trying to keep me safe. I thank my body for its love and protection. I love and accept and honor my body. Take a deep breath in and out. And we'll keep tapping. Even though I have these feelings of anxiety, I know that right now, in this moment, I am safe. Even though I feel unsafe and threatened, I am completely safe in this moment. Even though I have all the sensations of fear and doubt and worry, I know that right now I am here and safe. Even though there have been times in the past where I'm not safe, I know that right now I am completely safe. Even though my body has all of these sensations, right now, in this moment, I am safe, I am protected. Even though I have all of these feelings of stress, worry, and tension in my body, I know that I am completely safe and protected. Even though it feels like something bad is going to happen, I know that right now everything is well. Even though I have this anxiety, I accept and honor that right now all is well. I choose to release these feelings of anxiety, fear, doubt, and worry. I choose to completely release these feelings of anxiety, doubt, and worry. I choose to release this panic and anxiety right now in this moment. I choose to release and completely let go of these feelings and sensations in my body. I choose in this moment for freedom from anxiety and will let these feelings go. I choose to completely let go of the feelings of worry, doubt, and insecurity. I choose to live a life that is free from worry, anxiety, fear, and panic. I choose right now, in this moment, to be completely free of fear, and anxiety. I accept myself in this moment. I accept this moment as it is. I accept that right now, in this moment, I am completely safe, supported, protected, and well. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling. I hope this has given you some relief from your anxiety. Know that you're not alone. I'm here. You can comment, let me know how you're doing, if this video was beneficial for you, and just to check in and let me know that you're okay. I'm here for you. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be making regular videos to help empower you to live a free and happy life. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Lots of love.